This is my pen bag. I thrifted this. You know, free Palestine. It's a watermelon, always. Let's just cut to the chase. What is in my pen bag? You know, as an artist, people ask me this a lot. Let's just pull out these main guys, because I'm gonna be honest, these are the ones that I always pull out first, okay? Gotta really kind of dig in there. I know it's a lot to pull out, but let's get into it. So, first and foremost, simple. This is an eraser. You slide it up, you slide it down. Okay, it doesn't want to, okay, there we go. Slide up, slide down. Slime green, because as you can tell, I like the colors. So this is from the dollar store, by the way. You can get this from the dollar store, and it comes with 3 refills. All right, next, what I reach for. This is a Prismacolor pencil. It is like a lilac color. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Violet de Parme. Violet for your Parmesan cheese. Guys, what is the energy of this video? I like to do this to do my under drawings. So let me go ahead and grab my sketchbook and show you what I'm talking about. First I'll draw on this Prismacolor pencil, and then I'll go in and ink it if I feel like it. Sneak peek. It feels like I'm making more permanent marks than if I were to use a regular pencil, because it's still visible underneath. Sort of like ink. It's trying to make it makes me more decisive with the marks that I make. Okay, what do I use next? So next I like to reach for these Kuretake pens. These are both brush pens. This one is a large brush. This one is a fine tip brush. I really like these. The ink payoff is really good. It doesn't bleed through the paper for the paper that I use. The one thing I don't like is that the caps, so I have to hold on to them while I'm drawing. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I'm surprised I haven't lost one yet, to be honest. I've been drawing with these for a while, so it's pretty surprising. Okay, next. Make mistakes? We all do. Thank God for whiteout, right? So this is my whiteout. I can't really recommend this though, because it does this really incredibly annoying thing where it's amazing at first, and you can see where I've like whited out, but for some reason it starts picking up the ink, and then the ink it doesn't make white out, it makes gray out, which would be good if I had gray paper, but I don't have gray paper. So yeah, still looking for a good portable whiteout solution. So this is a Sakura Pen Touch 1mm fine point quick dry permanent white pen. Okay, next up we have this Itoya calligraphy double-headed acid-free pen. So one side is a chisel tip, small chisel tip. I like it. The other side is oh, sorry, I got it opposite. This one is a tiny little baby calligraphy tip. And this one is the big one. Thankfully, this one, look at that, nice. It's cool. I like it. I'm not saying I write calligraphy all the time, but you never know what you need it for, you know? Okay, since I pulled out the Micron, let's just get into Micron time. Let's just get them out the way, because you know most artists are going to be using it. So one thing you'll see about my Microns is that some of them have tape on it, some of them don't. Some of the tape is different tapes than the other on the ends. Oh my god, it's a whole clusterfuck. I'm telling you, I'm not pulling out all of these all at once. I'll probably pull out like my 01, 03, and 05, and that's about it. But they have tape on them. This is my way to keep track. Oh my god, they're flying. This is my way to keep track of pretty much inventory, like which one is newer, which one is older. Sometimes I like to use the older ones for like really fine detail work where I don't want the ink to be too saturated. But for the most part, I'm using these for tattoo design, line work, and for ink shading, cross hatching and stuff like that. So Micron's good, old, reliable, right? But the sad thing is that these aren't refillable, so that sucks. So far, everything I've talked about except for the eraser is non-refillable, so just keep that in mind. All right, speaking of refillable things, let's pull out this Pentel brush pen. This is like FP5M, I don't know what that means, but this is a refillable brush pen. I wish I had known that before I threw away the last one that I had, but it didn't occur to me to check. I don't feel like it advertises that, so it has a nice point. It just gives a different type of line than the Kuretake, in my opinion, and I can, you know, pull out a paper and I'll show you guys how these draw. Actually, you know what? Oh my god, this must be so incredibly boring for y'all because y'all are not even seeing how these pens work. I'll show that to you guys. All right, wait just a second and I'll show you. Okay, speaking of erasers, here's an eraser pencil by Faber-Castell. This one I'm not reaching for all the time. It's good for detail though because it's got like a nice tip that you can sharpen. Then mechanical pencil. Yeah, just a regular mechanical pencil. It doesn't have any lead in it. This is a rainbow pencil. I really like it, a lot of fun. Can you see that? It has rainbow lead. So this just makes for a really fun time sketching or drawing. I don't feel like pulling out my nice pens or using a pencil. I'll bust out this Muji pen. I have no idea where I got this from. It's good for writing notes. Okay, so let me show you guys the lines. Put that all back there. Put this to the side. I'm gonna bust out a good old sketchy book. We're going from the back. By the way, this is like where I test all of my pens and stuff. It's a super messy page. Okay, let's go for the ones that I reach for first. It's the Kuretake fine tip brush. I like the lines that it gives. You can get like a good variation. You know what I'm saying? Then you can also get some nice bold lines. This is that larger Kuretake. I like the difference of line. I've been using it for a little bit, so might not have as much ink, but yeah, that's the Kuretake brush. And let's pull out the Pentel. This one you can squeeze and ink fills into the chamber, but just be careful about squeezing too much because it can bring out a lot. Like, yeah, it's already too much. It's okay. So the Pentel, it just has a different type of line weight than the Kuretake. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it gives a different type of variation. So that's the Pentel brush. And then let's pull out the Itoya. Yeah, it's a nice chisel tip. You can get some thin lines, can get some thicker lines, and then let's pull out change the A. No, it looks ugly. Oopsies. So this is that thicker line. You can go thin. You can get some cool curved lines. Surprisingly, it goes pretty thin if you're going on the side of the chisel. Alright, I am not testing out all of the Micron pens for you guys. You guys can mess around with that yourselves. But I will show you Prismacolor, what I used for underdrawing, the rainbow pencil. I'll show you it in action because I'm sure it's enjoyable to see. And as you turn it, more colors come out. It's really cool. And then lastly, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with the Sakura whiteout. So one, I feel like it doesn't really bring out any ink when I do that. But if I try to cover the kuretake, it might look like it's covering it for a second, but then it absorbs into the paper. So it looks like I covered it, and then as it dries, it comes right back up as if I did nothing. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's in my bag. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna go ahead and pack it back up.